Hey guys, welcome to Jaxbeautifulyou. Today's video is purchase or pass. I have some new, popular, hyped up perfumes here on YouTube that I was super curious about. And let me tell you, I am super glad that I got samples and decants of some of these fragrances. I almost blind bought a couple of them and I'm super glad that I didn't. So let me just say some of these are not a safe blind buy. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jackie. Thank you so much for clicking on my thumbnail today. I really appreciate you being here. To my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for all your continued support. If you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are notified when I upload. I do try to upload at least 2 videos per week. And without further ado, let's get into this video. Up first, we have a fragrance that I thought I was absolutely going to love. This is by the house of Born to Stand Out, and this is Indecent Cherry. I got a sample of this perfume, and I have to say it's a nice fragrance. It's not something that I dislike per se. It's definitely not a fragrance that I think is bad smelling. It's really cherry forward, as the name would suggest, and it is very sweet. It's very cherry. That's what I got from it. Like I said, not a bad fragrance, but in all the cherry fragrances that came out last year, I feel like this one just doesn't stand out, to be honest. I feel like it smells very much like a less boozy, more youthful Tom Ford Lost Cherry. Now listen, I know that everybody compares cherry fragrances with Lost Cherry, and I know that sometimes that comparison is not justified. Just because it has cherry in it doesn't mean it smells like Tom Ford Lost Cherry. I know. But this really does have that same cherry. If you just took out the boozy notes and you kind of made it a little bit more sweet and a little bit more, I would say, carefree, a little more youthful, then this is the fragrance. So if you like Tom Ford's Lost Cherry but you didn't like the boozy aspect of it, you might want to give this one a try. But for me, this one just didn't stand out at all. This one just didn't do anything for me. It's okay, but not standing out above all the rest of the cherry fragrances that I've tried. So Indecent Cherry is a no for me. All right, the House of Mind Games is a house that I've had my eye on. They are expensive though. Why are they so expensive? That's what I want to know. Their bottles just really do it for me. I mean, they're like little chess pieces, you know? It just gets me. It grabs my attention. It's unique. It's different. I don't have bottles like that. I've never seen bottles like that. And so it does grab your attention. And I've been hearing some talk about this house. So I did order a decant. This is Checkmate. And I love the name. Checkmate. I don't know, I just like the house in general. Like the vibe of the house is definitely doing it for me. So this is the decant that I got of Checkmate, and when I first saw the notes, I was scared. There was a good chance I wasn't gonna like this fragrance. In the opening, you have red currant, Divana, and champagne. Now I'm looking for champagne fragrances right now. That sounds appealing to me, that fizzy champagne quality. I love to drink champagne and I love the fizziness, and I thought that would translate really nicely into a perfume. So this one, I think that's why I chose this one, but it was risky because sometimes I do not get along with Divana. Divana can come across as very herbal and bitter and sharp to my nose. And then you have 3 different types of rose in the mid and magnolia. And then in the base you have tobacco, patchouli, and moss. And I was scared of the moss. Sometimes I don't do well with moss. However, unfortunately for my wallet, this is freaking phenomenal and I'm in love with this fragrance. And I'm probably gonna purchase a bottle because this is pretty darn good. I don't know, maybe I'll wait until I can find it at a discount because it's super expensive. I don't know that I wanna pay that much money for this fragrance, but this is good. Oh, this is so good. If you're a rose lover, you need to get your nose on this. This smells like fizzy champagne in the opening for sure, and I definitely pick up that red currant, like a red, juicy type of vibe. And on paper, the Divana does come through, but it's blended really well, so it's not sharp to my nose. There's definitely something a little green in the opening, but it doesn't feel sharp to me. That's what I don't like about Devana sometimes. And then the rose in here, there is May Rose, Bulgarian Rose, and Rose, and you definitely pick up a rosy fragrance. So you definitely have to be a fan of rose. The rose in here just smells so beautiful. And then I get the tobacco and the patchouli in the base, which I think is a gorgeous, gorgeous base. I didn't get any of the moss, thankfully, because a lot of times moss smells like bad breath to me, and I don't get that at all. This is beautiful. I'm going to be happy with my decant for now of this fragrance. I'll go through this, wear it, test it out some more, and just make sure 100% that I do want to shell out that kind of money. I did wear it twice now, and the performance was really good. So honestly, I think I'm going to end up getting this. This is more of a fall winter fragrance for me, so I'm not in any big hurry to purchase it. Since I do have this decant, I'll definitely be enjoying this, but at some point I do think this is going to be added into my collection. All right, this next fragrance is a new release by Simone Andreoli. I have been really enjoying that house lately, and I almost blind bought this fragrance. This is Vicebomb. I've been hearing lots of people talking about this one, and I almost, like I said, blind bought it because I was 95% sure that I was going to love this fragrance, but I am so glad I got a sample first to test because this is not working for me. So this has all notes that I love. There's cherry, there's fruits, there's caramel, there's ylang ylang, there's vanilla, there's sugar, tonka, amber. I mean, I love all of that. So I'm not sure what it is in here that's not working for me. When I first sprayed this fragrance, the very first thing that came to mind was like Rosa's Vanille Intense Cafe type of vibes. Now, I am not in any way, shape, or form saying that this fragrance smells like Intense Cafe or Rosa's Vanille, but you know how you can just get like a vibe of a perfume in your mind? It reminds you of a little bit, you know, but it's not the same perfume. I'm definitely picking up like that gentle fluidity gold Rosa's Vanille vibe. If you were to take out the rosiness of Rosa's Vanille and add in a bunch of cherry, that's kind of what I'm getting from this fragrance. Now, that sounds really good to me. You know, I love gentle fluidity gold. I love Intense Cafe. I prefer Ristretto because there's more coffee. There's no coffee in this fragrance. I absolutely love that scent profile, but this one on my skin, there's something in here that doesn't work and I cannot figure it out. And I'm wondering, I don't know, it's just got to be the way that it's put together, you know? Even though I love all of these notes, the composition all together and then put on my skin, it just doesn't work. Because it actually smells pretty good on paper, but I wore this fragrance last night and I only made it about an hour and I had to scrub it off. So there's just something that doesn't mesh with me. That's why you have to test. Like I said, I almost blind bought this sucker and I had to take it off after an hour. That would have been a huge, huge disappointment. And just because I look at the notes and say, yep, I love all of these notes, there's still no guarantee that the fragrance is going to work for you. So unfortunately, Vicebomb is being taken off of my wish list because it does not mesh with my skin chemistry at all. All right, guys, I have two from the house of Liquid Imaginaires. So I recently purchased Blanche Bette. It was a huge success for me. I absolutely love that fragrance. And I've been interested in trying more from the house, but unfortunately, every other fragrance I've tried so far from Liquid Imaginaires is just not doing it for me. And so I'm starting to wonder, I mean, I haven't tried everything from the house, but I'm starting to wonder if it's just not the house for me, because so far the only one I truly love, and it's a strong love, is Blanche Bette. So as I stated before, I am looking for champagne fragrances. So when I heard about Dom Rosa, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna love that. It's got champagne, it's got pear, it's got rose. It's a shoo-in for me. I'm gonna absolutely love it, but I don't. I do not like this fragrance at all. Again, it does something super funky on me. There's a lot of woody notes in the base. It just says woody notes, cedar, vetiver, gaiac wood. Sometimes gaiac wood is tricky for me. And there's also cloves in here, which can sometimes be hit or miss for me as well. Yeah, there's something in here that I just do not like, and I don't know what it is. It's almost like a spice, so maybe it is the cloves mixed with maybe cloves and gaiac wood together. It's just not working for me, guys. Yeah, I really dislike this fragrance. I was very shocked, very shocked. I thought for sure I was gonna love it. I wanted that champagne fizzy rose. Ooh, yeah, this one's got something in it I don't like. Not a safe blind buy. I know lots of people are talking talking about this one, you gotta test Dom Rosa out first. Please don't blind buy that one. And the other one I tried is Desert Suave. I kind of was on the fence on whether or not I would like this one. I got a decant of it. It has dates in it, which I usually love. There's sesame, that can go one way or another. Orange blossom, cardamom. There's cedar, mandarin orange, and rose. I'm not sure, again, what is in here that I truly dislike, but this one was a scrubber for me. When I put it on my skin, I hated it. Yeah, there's something in here. The opening's actually really nice. I was kind of confused when I was just smelling it just now. I was like, wait a minute, I don't hate this fragrance, but it's starting to dry down. Yeah, I'm starting to pick up on something. I'm wondering if it's like the sesame and the cardamom together. Yeah, ooh, I don't like that one at all. Something does not work for me in this fragrance. Yeah, unfortunately, both of these fragrances are big time no's for me, and I'm just going to be probably decluttering these decants. Wow, this video is kind of becoming negative, isn't it? Like, I'm having more no's than yeses. That actually kind of surprises me, but hey, I just have to call it like I see it. These are just my opinions. Obviously, if these perfumes work for you, that's great, but these are just not working for me. But let's talk about a perfume that I do like, okay? Let's turn it up to a positive real quick. Up next, we have by Jousset Parfums. This is the new Accident à la Vanille. This is the Creme de la Berry. And this one is pretty fun, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I laughed out loud when I sprayed this because this legitimately smells like Captain Crunch berries. And I thought, okay, I heard some people say that it smells like cereal, you know, like the cereal milk. And I thought, okay, I'm sure that it gives like a vibe of that, but it probably still smells pretty perfumey, you know, maybe it has like a vibe. No, like legitimately to my nose, this truly smells like Captain Crunch berry cereal. And it makes me smile. It reminds me of happy, carefree. This just lifts my spirits. It really does. Okay, it sounds kind of juvenile, and I don't even care because it just makes me happy. It does have a perfume quality to it, but mostly it's pretty foody. And when I first sprayed it, I was like, do I like this? I don't know. And I felt like I was that TikTok video that was going around, you know, where he's like, am I turned on by this? No. Am I? No. I realized, yes, I like this. I like it a lot. So yeah, I really do enjoy this fragrance. I think it's pretty fun and it's strong. I put it on my arm, just a couple of sprays, and I could smell it wafting off of me through the entire night. So, I mean, this is just a first impression off a sample. So take my first impression of the performance with a grain of salt, but from what I could tell from the 1 or 2 sprays I put on my arm, it was giving me some projection. This is absolutely fun. Just absolutely fun. I do want a bottle of this. I really do like it. All right, I've got 2 from a house that has been making the rounds. This is by Giardini di Toscana, and this is Bianco Latte. And I was super excited to try this one because I've heard lots of good things about it. And I have to say, when I first sprayed this, I was like, what? At first spray, it smelled kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie, but it got way better. So first spray, I wasn't impressed, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of get like a hint of something a little bit spicy, like cinnamon, but there's no cinnamon in the notes. It's kind of in the background. I'm not sure what is giving it almost like a cinnamon feel, but there's also honey in here. There's caramel, I believe, and it just kind of smells like honey and cookies. You know what I mean? With like a hint of a little bit of cinnamon. I was watching Veronica from Veronica Says. She said she loved this. She said it smells like cinnamon buns with pistachio icing, and I thought that sounded super fun. And I kind of get what she means. I'm kind of getting like a faint cinnamon bun feel, not overpowering cinnamon. There's no cinnamon in this fragrance, but the spiciness in here, don't think angel share where the cinnamon is like doing the most, you know what I mean? It smells really good. Now, when I first sprayed it, like I said, I put it on the back of my hand and I was like, it's nice, but it's just okay. I don't know that I want to buy this fragrance. I don't think it's worth the money or the hype. I really didn't get it. And I kind of forgot that I had sprayed it on the back of my hand, and I just kind of went about my day, and I started getting this scent, this waft of something, and I was like, wow, something smells amazing. What is that? And then I remembered I had sprayed Bianco Latte on the back of my hand, and I was like, holy crap, that perfume, the way it smells in the air, and as it starts to dry down, it really comes alive. So if you've tried this fragrance and you thought it smelled boring, if you only sprayed it on paper or you put it on the back of your hand and you didn't think much of it, just give it some time. It gets much, much better as it starts to dry down. And it lasted through the entire night. I could smell this waft. I went back to my sample and I sprayed more on after I realized it was the fragrance. And as I was wearing it, it was just getting better and better and better and more delicious. And the notes were coming out to play, and it had pretty good performance. And I was really getting this gorgeous scent bubble. So long story short, I ordered a bottle because this is absolutely fantastic. So I love it. I think it's worth the hype for sure. All right, the other one by Giardini di Toscana is called BoraBora, and this one has been getting super, super hyped, and I almost blind bought this one because this to me seems like a safe blind buy. This is a white floral fragrance. This has ylang ylang, jasmine, tiare flower, there's apricot, coconut milk, there's jasmine, musk, vanilla, caramel. Yes, I love all of those notes. All of those notes. There's amber. I'm a big fan of warm ambery type fragrances. This sounded right up my alley, and like I said, I almost blind bought it because if there was ever a scent profile that would be safe for me, it would be this one. And yet, here we are, because this is not what I thought it was going to be. Listen, this smells good, okay? I'm not going to sit here and say this doesn't smell good, because it does. But what I'm surprised about is how popular and how hyped this fragrance is right now, because this is white floral heavy. Okay, I am a huge fan of white florals, and I am a huge fan of even heavy white florals. Like I have a pretty high tolerance, but I know a lot of people don't. White florals can really make or break a fragrance for a lot of people, and this has way more white florals than I thought it was going to. I don't know, my nose just picks up those white florals, and it is heavy. It's like a heady, indolic white floral presence in this perfume. So I will caution you, if you're thinking about blind buying this and you don't like white florals, or you're iffy about white florals, you better test this first. Do not blind buy this. The white florals are front and center for sure. At least to my nose, that's what I get more than anything. I definitely pick up some of the yellow florals in here as well. There's ylang ylang, and then there's tiare flower, which I think is a white floral, but it smells like a yellow kind of tropical. It's in a lot of tropical, summery type of fragrances. And I definitely pick up a little bit of a tropical floral vibe, but this is a floral fragrance through and through with emphasis on the white florals. I don't really pick up apricot. I pick up a little bit of something creamy in here. I'm guessing that's the coconut milk, but I wouldn't know that there was coconut in here. I don't specifically smell coconut. And then in the base, I definitely get some white musk, some vanilla. It's not very sweet either. I thought with caramel in the base that it would be a little bit sweeter than what it is, but it's not. Let me know in the comment section if you've tried this fragrance, but I'm kind of surprised at how popular, how many people like this fragrance, because it's not bad. It's definitely not a bad smelling fragrance at all, but it's just very white floral dominant. And like I said, that's not everybody's favorite. So anyway, for me, this fragrance is just okay. I don't think it's that great. I think it smells nice, but I have other white floral fragrances with this same kind of scent profile that I prefer, and this one just, I found it to be good, but not great. I'm not really interested in a bottle. Yeah, I'm not getting the hype on this one. I think it's just okay. But let me know in the comment section if you've tried it. Let me know what you think. All right, you guys, and that is it for today's video. Those are the fragrances that I have been playing with, testing out. Those are my thoughts and opinions on them. I would love to hear from you. I want to know what you think of these fragrances. Are they fragrances you're interested in? Have you tried them? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Let me know. I love to hear from you guys. Thank you so, so much for watching. If you did like this video and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope everybody is having an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!